I'm Mike Huff.
Hi, I'm Lori Westberg Martin.
And we are A
View from Two.
Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming out.
We've got a kind of full crowd here on here.
Here we go. We'd like to thank Danny's on Douglas once again here in Elgin for letting us back.
This is a great establishment, great food. Good everything. Great team here.
If you've never been, come on down 231 Douglas in Elgin, Illinois. Great food, and the bartenders know how to pour a drink. Not that I know, I don't drink pre-show, but really good establishment here. The place rocks. This is our second time here. We did the show here before for
Ride and Rally Against Cancer with Kari Nash. They did a great. They're going to do the show. They're actually doing the Ride and Rally here on Sunday. I'll be here all day Sunday, which will be before this show airs.
I'll be camping.
You'll be camping.
Yes. Gee, I was just on vacation too, wasn't I?
Yes, you were.
Damn. Okay.
What Mike was saying is that before we had just done the Pledge of Allegiance here, and we're going to start the show every time now with the Pledge of Allegiance. We've started that. Our last show was the Illinois Motorcycle Freedom Run show, and it was just prior to the Illinois Motorcycle Freedom Run, which we were lucky enough was not underwater.
Yes.
It is now, unfortunately. We are just shy of the Mississippi River, we're being told, down in Marseilles, Illinois.
The Illinois River at this point is 5,000 feet wide. The Mississippi River at its furthest point is 5,200 feet wide.
5,260. Yeah, that's what we were reading yesterday, I believe, on Facebook last night when we were on the phone.
Tom Skilling actually put that up. Thank you, Tom Skilling.
Yes.
The weatherman extraordinaire.
That's who we go to, that's for sure. That or Tommy Adair.
Yep, that too.
It's a Tom thing.
Yeah. So anyway, we need to thank Fox River. I keep wanting to say Fox Valley, but that's the other dealership.
Yes.
Fox River Harley Davidson. They donated some great stuff tonight.
You know, Brian Rapier has taken very good care of us this entire season, and with this being our season finale, and the fact that we have literally taped 18 shows as of the end of this evening. 18 of them. And
he told me my last fight too, so.
He's given us some amazing gifts this entire season, and we thank him and his whole team over at Fox River Harley Davidson a whole bunch.
We got some free bike rentals and some other stuff.
We've got great t-shirts and hats and all kinds of stuff for the next two shows.
And we cannot forget Eddie and Ginger with Victory Leather.
They have been staunch supporters since day one.
Since day one, they have been with us.
Before day one, when we were just talking about it. So
yes, Victory Leather, and we have gift certificates from them this evening. So yeah, we got some stuff going on.
We do.
Yes.
We do.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Eddie and Ginger.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fox River. Thank you, Ozzy.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Harley Davidson. That's what I write.
You know what? Thank you, just everybody.
Yes. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
We have a pretty cool show tonight. We have Matt O'Day with United Souls.
Right, and we have Michelle Meyer from Mutual Ground in Aurora.
Like we said earlier, we're going to combine the soul. Now it's going to be combine the name. Now it's going to be Mutual Souls.
Oh, that's right.
It rings.
Mutual Souls.
Just got a ring to it. Of course, Matt's over there.
Oh no, you said it was United Ground, wasn't it? What did you do? No, you said Mutual Souls. That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sorry, my bad.
That's a joke. I'm only kidding.
There, it's on tape. I apologize to Mike again. So just saying.
Anyway, you want to talk about a couple of events that we got coming up, or should we go right in the news so I can blast people?
Well,
I'm angry.
Roger came in and handed me something. Roger, did you want to do this on Pimp?
No, Lori, that's Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yep, shooters and scooters, I already talked about it. $50 in it at shootersandscooters.com. Comes out of Ray's Evergreen in St. Charles.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. That's the idea that I came up with.
I know it is. That's why I was giving you a pat on your back kind of silently here.
Thank you.
If I reached across, I'd knock over numerous cups. So.
Well, it's kind of what I was thinking too. So
another thing is the Ride and Rally Against Cancer, the Andrea Lynn Cancer Fund, which is out of here. Danny's on Douglas. Round of applause.
Yeah.
Here on Sunday, starting at McHenry Harley Davidson at 8 o'clock in the morning and ending it here at Danny's on Douglas, where there'll be a great after party. They figure after about 120 miles, they will be back here about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, where there'll be vendors lining up this entire lot. And then we'll be here for quite a while that evening.
It's going to be a good time.
Yes,
I wish I could be here. Previously occupied. But anywho, St. Baldrick's Foundation, which is an awesome thing, but I'm not going to cut my hair. I apologize. I'm not going to do that. Sunday, July 12th, comes out of the Pyramid Club in Anderson. Registration starts at 8 a.m., kick stands up at 10 a.m.
Right.
And for a 60-mile charity ride. Donnell Wolford, formerly with the Bears, and RoboCop Jim Thornton will be there.
I'll be giving the blessing at that.
And Lori will be giving the blessing because Lori is an ordained minister.
And then we've got on Sunday, September 13th, out of Fox River Harley-Davidson, Limeade. This is an amazing event. And they have live on stage this year. They finally got it. And I'm drawing a blank and I can't read it here for me.
Preacher Stone.
Preacher Stone.
If you watched the show Sons of Anarchy, the theme song was done by Preacher Stone. That's the band that they've got.
That's the band they've got then. And I knew that, and I'm just, like I said, I'm drawing the blank. Hello, my darling. Preacher Stone is going to be doing it. Was going to be performing there, and they're coming in. They just finally got the yay or nay on that, and it is a definite yay. And that is a single $20, two up $30. The after party only is $20. KSU, which is Kickstands Up, is $10:30. Registration starts at 8:30 in the morning, and the after party is 1 to 5. This is a definite go-to. I don't know if
this is to benefit Lyme disease.
It benefits Lyme disease,
Right.
which is that tick disease.
There's like zero research on this. I mean, nobody's doing anything on it.
This all started out, if you're from the Chicagoland area and you listen to the WLUP Chicago or The Loop. The Loop. One of the Loop girls contracted Lyme disease. And sure enough, they put together this run. I believe this is the second year, correct?
There's a second year. In fact, the first 300 registrants will receive a Limeade second annual pin.
All right.
I will be there on that one.
Now, as we bring up Matt O'Day with United Souls, I'm going to, well, actually, this is your turn, so I'll let you do that.
You want me to do it? Okay. United Souls, 6th annual Carries Ride for Mutual Ground. Michelle and Matt will be up here momentarily. All proceeds to benefit the victims of domestic violence. Dad Ride is on Saturday, July 18th. That comes out of the Oak Street Bar in North Aurora. This is a great ride. Oh, you guys got Shooter? I forgot Shooter's coming. If you haven't seen Shooter, Shooter's an awesome band. He carries his little holster for his wireless mic. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Great music, great time, and an actual great cause, Mutual Ground. But we'll find out more about Mutual Ground here in a minute when we get Michelle up here in the hot seat.
Yes, we will, and Matt.
And Matt. Well, I'm not worried about Matt, but Michelle, we're going to have fun with Michelle.
But Michelle wasn't nervous. Matt is.
Okay. Okay.
News stories.
News stories.
You want to go first and start your tirade, or do you want me to go first and
Let's
talk
get
about
you out of the way because I may go a little long.
You want? Well, yes, but with me sitting there saying I've got an Irish priest story, maybe I can rein you in.
Yeah, I doubt it.
I doubt it.
Okay.
All right. Out of Limerick, Ireland, we had Mike found a story the other day that I've lost now, putting things down. It's probably in my shooters and scooters pile. There it went. Thank you. We found out of Limerick, Ireland, out of County Limerick, the deadly consequences of seeking revenge. There was a motorcyclist named Andrew O'Donnell who was killed outside of a motorcycle clubhouse in Monroe County, Limerick, Ireland, last Saturday.
He went there to feed a cat.
He went there to feed the clubhouse cats. Now, unfortunately, there appears to be some friends, not friends, that there's some fighting going on in County Limerick, which is in Northern Ireland. Known to his friends as Odd, the 51-year-old's body remained overnight at the clubhouse where he was shot. And the father had wanted to go feed the two clubs cats. He was taken to University Hospital in Limerick, where he died of his injuries shortly before 5 p.m. He was found at 3 p.m. There was a second shooting shortly thereafterwards. There was over 200 motorcyclists at this gentleman's funeral. Inside the church, Andrew's coffin was draped with his biker jacket, and his very young daughter carried his helmet to the altar. Father Tom Ryan was a friend of the deceased, and in the homily said the murder had sent shockwaves through the world and the community. The sad thing about, this is a quote from Father Ryan, the sad thing about life today is that we've become accustomed to this kind of bad news throughout the world, and it doesn't seem to bother us anymore until it happens in our own backyard. Unfortunately, it's almost as an everyday occurrence now, and this is frightening, disturbing, and a worrying trend in our country and the world. This is not just the Ireland we grew up in. Father Ryan asked people to be forgiving and show patience and tolerance. Now this is a message, now this is all still in quotes from Father Ryan, that this is a message that must go out loud and clear at this time. Unless this message is heard and acted upon, all these dreadful things will continue to happen. Engines roared to life as Andrew's coffin was then escorted to Abington Cemetery in Monroe for his burial. There was some arrests and people were being held and things like that. But I think that Father Ryan made some very, very strong statements by saying this.
It's happening way too often, and yeah, you're right.
Well, and it's not just in our country. It's not just in our backyard. It's not just.
Yes.
It's not just exactly where we're staying. It's everywhere now, and people are too fast, whether it's on either side, and I know that that's where your rant's going.
Just a little bit.
And, but Father Ryan, with that, I want you to remember that Father Ryan has told us to use temperance in our words.
Absolutely.
This is a Catholic priest, please.
Okay.
I beg.
And it's my turn?
It is your turn.
Okay, I was going to talk about a couple things here. If I can get a word in edgewise, please. I was going to talk about the saturation of motorcycle events, because every weekend now, I was talking earlier, there's 10 to 15 events every single day, every single weekend, but I'm not. I'm going to talk about discrimination against motorcycles, motorcyclists. There are places all over the area, Chicago area. There's an event coming up this weekend up north. I'm not going to say who. I promise. No colors. There is an event coming up this weekend. Northern Suburbs has a strict no colors policy. In the past couple of years, they are stopping the motorcycle clubs from getting in. But if you are an LEMC, a law enforcement club, you're walking back. So, I mean, you know, and then there's bars all over the city. Judy and I have talked about this before that are no colors. It's discrimination. Whether you're in a club, an MC, a 1%er, doesn't matter. It's discrimination against bikers. We need to take a stand here. Whether you wear a vest, you don't wear a vest, you ride a gold wing, doesn't matter. We need to take a stand and start boycotting some of these places. We know who they are. They're out there, but we need to take a stand because it's our rights that are being violated. And that's what I've got. That's my little tirade. I'm pissed about it. I'd like to go to the event up north, and I'm not going to because I'm not taking off my cut.
Well, it's not just up north. I mean, there's events everywhere.
Yes.
I mean, whether it be a bike night.
Well, you know, and here's the thing. There's a national restaurant that has no colors, but when you say no colors, you have to. It's tough. I mean, people look at an MC or a 1% club, but also no colors. The CMAs. The CMAs, the Christian Motorcycle Association, cannot get into this place when they wear their vests.
Or our staff of life.
The rescue riders, the EMS road docs. How many, AMVRA, I mean, huge veteran organizations cannot get into these facilities when they're wearing their cuts. Hog members, yes, and Harley Owners Group, for those of you that don't know. And it sucks. So we need to start boycotting these places because it's our money that they're taking. And well, this event that's up north, they're not giving anything back to the motorcycle community.
I'll be interested to see after they do the totals. I mean, summer is when they make their money.
Yes.
A lot of these places, because I've been in them or gone by them in the wintertime, and they're ghost towns.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I'll be interested to see if they're in business next summer. I mean, because, and unfortunately, because I like these places.
Oh,
and
yes,
some of them are my neighborhood haunts.
Yes, they
and
are.
some of them have excellent food.
Well, there's one in particular that you and I that.
Oh yeah, there's one right by my house,
right.
and I'm very, very upset about it, and you know, and I was misinformed about it, and now I'm well informed about it.
Yep.
The president of my abate chapter took care of that.
You mean my president?
Oh, that's right, my president too.
Yeah.
Our
That's
president.
right. Who happens to be sitting right over here is going to come up in a second and do
Our
event.
president took care of it, but you know, I was very disenchanted to hear that the story I had been told was wrong, and to find that out, and to know that bread and butter is gone.
Right.
And for the 12 cars that come in for the car show,
yeah,
have at it. See if you can support them on that.
We need to take the position, no color is no business.
Right.
If they don't support us, we don't support them.
Right.
And again, that's whether you're in a club, you're not in a club, it doesn't matter what you ride. These places are discriminating against motorcyclists across the board. We need to start boycotting.
Right.
Plain and simple. That's my rant. I'm done.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yep. I'll save it for
And
next
I was so worried about that all day long. I'm so proud of you, Michael.
I told you I wouldn't mention any names.
Well, then let's do a really good thing here. Let's invite Mr. Matt O'Day.
Well, we need to do Pimp Your Event.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so we
See?
need Mario
You got me
Soto,
all
who's going to
wound
come up for United Souls.
Mario
and Judy
Soto.
Kano from Duquesne Abate has some things to pimp. As soon as Mario is done at the bar.
No, he's actually doing raffles, so let's bring Judy up here real quick.
Judy Kano with Duquesne Abate. Here comes something very dangerous. Judy Kano with a microphone.
You got 30 seconds. Let's see if you can do it.
Okay, I've got 30 seconds to pimp my events. And as always, people,
Introduce yourself, baby.
everything at Duquesne Abate is always, always, everyone's invited. You can wear your colors and fly them proudly. All right, I'm Judy Canel. I'm from the president of Duquesne chapter of Abate of Illinois.
You.
As you guys know, we are the largest motorcycle rights organization in the United States, and we plan on keeping it that way. So we want to get you people to come out and participate and join us. So I got 3 major events coming up. I have the Duquesne Bikini Bike Wash. That's going to be on Saturday, July 25th, and it will be at Knuckleheads in Elburn, 12 to 5, and it's an awesome time. The girls that show up to wash the bikes are beautiful. So that's a really good time. A really great premiere event this August.
And they actually do a very good job.
Yeah,
They're
they do a
cute
good job.
and they do a very good job. They did my bike last year.
Because they're trained by me, honey. Anybody who's trained by me does a good job. So, okay, coming up on August 9th, Sunday, August 9th is our 6th annual Women's Ride. As always, our women's rides are very well attended. It's celebrating the women rider and those who love them. So women are encouraged to come. Men are encouraged to come. Women passengers and everybody is encouraged to come to that. This year, we're going to be talking about the safety of the woman rider and also her sisters in the wind. And we're going to be having a speaker from Mutual Ground come and talk, which is a very important issue that we have in the motorcycling community is domestic violence. So we're going to be addressing that. Again, that's Sunday, August 9th. The start point will be at Fox River Harley-Davidson. It's going to be a great ride, and we're going to be ending at DeKalb, so you're going to love it. And as always, our annual Toy and Food Run. This year is our 29th annual Toy and Food Run. It'll be a Kari. I know. Now, Mike says that we take care of 8,000 different charities. I think 18 charities are pretty good. There's not any motorcycle group out there that takes care of more than we do. So we will be collecting toys and food for our motorcyclists, from our motorcyclists for these charities. And the date is Sunday, October 11th. The end point will be at Batavia VFW as always. And we will be having, again, our motorcycle parade that will be leaving out of Knuckleheads at 12 noon. So I encourage all motorcyclists throughout the Chicagoland area, south, north, west, whatever, wherever you come from, get out and do it. And that is my pimping of the ride.
Well, and who's the band that day?
Yes, I almost forgot.
That's why I'm PR on that, I think.
That's why she's PR. Our band, our major band there, our headliner will be the Michael Allman Band, if those of you remember. I know. If those of you remember Greg Allman, this is his kid, and if you close your eyes, you think Greg is on the stage. We also have 3 other bands throughout the day. We have the Nick Bell Band, which awesome guy. He's just right there with the musicality. Soul Patch Monkey and We Ain't Right Band, so you definitely got to come out for $10 per person. That's a full day of music, so I hope all of you can come out. And thanks, Lori, for letting me know.
No problem.
Thank
I
you,
actually
Judy.
sent the Michael Allman Band Sweet Melissa over to Melissa today.
Oh, you know, the Michael Allman Band is probably one of the best, and I just want to thank my Santa girls for coming out here tonight and letting people that aren't motorcycle riders know about our Duquesne Toy and Food Run. So we really appreciate. Thank you guys. You're always a great addition to everything we do.
And they have been at just about every single one of our shows. So
thank you.
All right, now.
Thank you, Judy.
Now we have one more Pimp Your event. We have Mario with United Souls up to pimp.
Another round of applause.
Yeah, Mario. Yeah. Talk to us, Mario.
Not as tall as Judy. Okay,
Get
I'm
right on
Mario
top
with
of it,
Motorcycles, United Souls Motorcycle
Mario,
Association.
get right on top of it. I mean, you got to get right on top of it.
Okay. We have a strong relationship with Mutual Ground, which is a shelter for victims of domestic violence and sexual assault. I'm not going to go into great detail about the ride itself because I passed these flyers out, but I would just like you to know that it is open to everyone, whether you're on 2 wheels or 4 wheels, because this is something that affects lots of people. 100% of the proceeds go to Mutual Ground.
Damn.
So anyway, it's Kari's ride. Kari, by the way, is a victim of domestic violence. And all of these benefits go to Mutual Ground to help them out with this. And you're going to find out more about them in a minute or two here. So our ride is on Saturday, July 18th. Thank you.
All right, and we got one more. We got one more. Thank you, Mario.
We have Deanna Seglum from Ride for Autism Speaks here.
Sweetheart, get right on top of it.
Oh, I know. Trust me. Trust me, I have no problem being loud. I am Deanna Ears, whichever you prefer to call me. I am a volunteer for Autism Speaks. I am here to support Autism Speaks and our ride. Our ride is on Sunday, September 20th. We are leaving from St. Charles, and we are ending this year in Scooters Roadhouse in Shorewood.
That would be Fox River Harley-Davidson in St. Charles, Illinois.
Sorry. Yes, it is. We are leaving from Fox River Harley-Davidson in St. Charles, and we're ending in Scooters Roadhouse. We will be having quite a large amount of people. We have a large merchandise raffle. We also have a 50-50 raffle. You will see me there again. I will have ears. You will find me. You will buy me beer. You will also buy 50-50 raffle tickets for me. Yes, they are bunny ears this year. They are cute little black bunny ears, and I will have a tail. And if you're nice, I'll show you my tail. So please come out, support us. We have been running for, I believe it's 11 years this year? I can't keep track. 13 years. I'm lucky I know how old I am, much less how much of the ride.
And you have helped us raise $105,000 last year.
Last year, our 50-50 raffle was just shy of $12,000. So please come out, support, come see me.
Or me.
Thank you. Thank you. And now through the marvels of editing, we have Mr. Matt O'Day, who is Vice President for United Souls, RA. And we also have Michelle Meyer. M.A. I'm sorry. Same
It's
difference.
right there, too.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Actually, he is the Vice President of the Mother Chapter of United Souls.
Yes.
Okay. And we also have with us is Michelle Meyer, who is the Executive Director, correct? For Mutual Ground. And we're gonna start off with Matt. We're gonna just ask a few questions of him and let him talk about United Souls. And how long has there been a United Souls?
We were formed back in January of 2012.
Okay, and chapters, I know you got two here in Chicago,
we have
correct?
2 chapters, a mother chapter and a chapter 2 that's kind of on the south side, Joliet, Romeoville.
When we did the show down at Joe's a couple weeks ago for the Freedom Run, United Souls came out, they provided security and parking, and great people, great organization. How did United Souls come around to get involved with Mutual Ground?
Well, Jeremy Lentz is the founder of the Ride for Mutual Ground.
Okay.
It was originally just for Mutual Ground. He's the founder. And I think the second year, United Souls went on the ride and just kind of basically bumped into Michelle at the event. Our founder of United Souls and president, Greg Barraza, asked her to get more information on how we can help, and we actually got a tour of the facility from Michelle, and that's how we got more involved. We have members that have been affected. One of his friends was murdered by her boyfriend.
Okay.
So,
real quick, I'm going to ask Michelle a question real quick right here. What is Mutual Ground?
Mutual Ground is an organization that provides awareness, education, and life-changing services for victims of domestic violence and sexual assault in Southern Kane and Kendall County.
Okay.
And so we have shelter on site. We have 2 crisis lines. We do individual and group counseling. We go into the emergency rooms when victims present there. We go into the area schools to do prevention programs.
Okay.
And then we also go into the courthouses and help victims navigate the criminal justice system.
So you're also an advocate, a victim advocate?
Absolutely. We have about 50 employees and
you
volunteers.
do the preventative as well, so that you can teach people how not to become domestic abuse victims.
Right. We focus on prevention, intervention, and ongoing services.
Excellent.
You guys rock.
I just wanted to get that in before we went a little farther.
I get it.
Sorry.
I get it. I've known Matt for quite a few years. I promise not to pick on him too much, but...
No, that's my job.
I'm used to it.
Well, you can smack him if you want. There you go. So, I mean, you talked a little bit more about Kari's ride. How long is the ride? And give us
How long is it? Actually, it's 100 miles. Is that what you're asking? How long is it?
Yes.
It's 100 miles. We start out of Oak Street Bar in North Aurora, and then we go down to Fat Daddy's, but we take the scenic route.
Down in
the
Seneca,
ride's always been known for the scenic.
Fat Daddy's in Seneca?
Fat Daddy's in Seneca.
In Illinois.
In Illinois. It's always known for a scenic route, and I've got the route all planned out. It's 50 miles down there, and then from Fat Daddy's up to Brown Pub in Hinckley.
And that's where you finish at Brown Pub?
That's where we finish it. We have Shooter and Stroker Red playing, 50-50 raffles, all that good stuff that bikers love.
Brown Pub is a very
Brown
good
Pub
venue.
is awesome. I love it.
They have outdoor volleyball. They have stages outside. You can do multiple bands.
Come out to Brown Pub to watch all the bikers play volleyball.
That's a good time.
With alcohol.
With alcohol.
And the interesting thing about it is that all the money that's raised from this event goes to Mutual Ground to help victims of domestic violence and sexual assault. And Kari herself, as Mario stated, she was murdered by her boyfriend in Oswego in September 8th, 2009. It was a murder-suicide. And Kari's mom comes to the event. A lot of Kari's friends come to the event. So it's a lot of healing going on there, as well as raising a lot of funds and having a good time.
Right. That poor mom.
Yeah, well, she was 24.
Yeah.
24 years old.
That poor mom.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Cool. I lost my place. Matt, you want to pimp the event real quick? You want to give date and time and all this stuff? I know
it's July 18th out of the Oak Street Bar in North Aurora,
Illinois.
Registration.
You got to remember, this is a nationwide show, babe.
North Aurora, Illinois. We have a breakfast buffet at 9 a.m. and kickstands are up at 10:30. All of the proceeds from that buffet are going to be donated by the bar owner to Kari's Ride.
Oh, that's
awesome. $10 all you can eat. The ride itself is $20 per rider and $15 per passenger.
Okay.
Kickstands up at 10:30, July 18th.
Excellent.
Awesome. Boy, I had all kinds of questions about Mutual Ground, but you covered it in like 13 seconds. You got one?
Just, with all the Mutual Ground, I wanted people to know what Mutual Ground was as Matt was explaining it.
That's cool. I mean,
sorry, boss.
How long has Mutual Ground been around?
We're actually celebrating our 40th year.
40
this
years?
Year. Yeah, so we've been around for 40 years providing this service. In 1975, a group of women got together in Sugar Grove, actually.
I'm going to fix something here because you're humming. Hold on a second.
Oh, thank you. At Wabansie Community College, and they were trying to figure out what the needs were of the women in the community, and they realized that a lot of women were going through through domestic violence and sexual assault issues and had nowhere to go for that service to help them.
Back in the 70s,
Yeah.
it was pretty limited.
Right, there weren't even laws against it.
Right.
I was going to
So-
say, in the 70s, it wasn't domestic violence. So.
No, so we opened one of the very first shelters in the state of Illinois, and is still one of the largest shelters. But I always want to let people know that we do a lot more than shelter, because I don't want people to get the idea that, you know, their situation, if they are going through domestic violence or sexual assault, isn't enough or isn't, you know, serious enough to call us, because I want anybody to call us if they need the help before it gets to that point. And so I would like to give our number out. We have 2 hotlines if anybody is going through domestic violence or sexual assault.
And we will put them on the website, but go ahead and give them a...
Okay, it's 630-897-0080, and that number is staffed day and night, so we're going 24/7, and we have both English-speaking and Spanish-speaking people answering the phone. So we're there for you. All of our services are completely free. They're all confidential, and the only way we can give these or provide these services for free are because of people like Matt O'Day and United Souls, who are helping us keep this service going and making sure that victims have a place to go when they need it.
And that's 630-897-0080. 0080.
Correct.
And that is manned, and it's completely confidential.
Completely confidential. Nobody would know you called. If anybody knows somebody who's in trouble, give them that number. We'd be happy to talk to them. Nobody will ever know you called. Even if you just want to run something by us, you can do that. You know, emotional abuse is part of it. Financial abuse is part of it. Sexual abuse is part of it. So it's a lot more than just physical abuse, which a lot of people think.
Right, right. One of the questions I have is if you've got someone who is not sure if they're, I mean, a lot of people don't know if they're in a domestic abuse situation.
Right.
Or if they don't, if they can take care of themselves, but they need the counseling. Are you someplace that can offer, you know, partial services, or is it an all or nothing?
Absolutely. It's an awesome question, because I think, like I said before, a lot of people think they have to be in a situation where they need shelter, and that's not true. In fact, most of the services we provide are on a walk-in basis for people. So they'll call us, or the police will give them our information, or they'll get our information from somewhere and they'll call us, and they'll just come in for walk-in counseling services. And in those services, they're getting information about how to become independent from the person who's abusing them, how to become stronger and able to take care of themselves, so that they don't have to be stuck in a situation where they're being abused.
Now, do you have food pantries that you can refer them to? I know that through Duquesne Abate that you are one of the beneficiaries of the Duquesne Abate Toy and Food Run.
Right. So we need food in our shelter, obviously, because we do have people staying with us.
Right.
But we obviously are not a food pantry, so we do refer people to food pantries. We actually have a relationship with a food pantry just down the street from us, and Marie Wilkinson Food Pantry, where we're able to give the clients that come to us a special pass to go over there and get food on a different day than everybody else, so that we don't have victims standing in line with their offenders. So yeah, we realize that we're not the expert in everything. We're the experts in domestic violence and sexual assault, but more than half of the people that come through our doors don't just have sexual assault, domestic violence issues. They have homelessness issues, substance abuse issues, mental health issues, depression,
On top of that, a lot of the times they have children.
Absolutely, and we do provide counseling services for the children as well.
Excellent.
It's sad that you guys have to exist, but you are doing a great job in the community.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Unfortunately, it's a real world, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, you know, it sucks that you have to be around, but you know, it's a sad.
But it's
fact
a
of
really
life.
good thing that you're there.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thanks
and
for
Matt,
having us on.
The good that bikers do, brother.
Yeah.
Right there, man.
Thank you for having.
And I'll go this way here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maddie.
Thank you.
I always want to reach around, but I'm afraid of the microphones here.
All right. Once again, we need to thank Matt and Michelle for coming out.
Thank you very much, you guys. Thank you all for coming out.
Thank you, Danny's on Douglas here in Elgin.
Absolutely.
Eat up, lots of drinks, take care of your servers.
If you want to get any of the information, please feel free to get a hold of us. We're at www.viewfromdo.com. I was right.
Yes, and also a view from two at yahoo.com.
At yahoo.com. You can reach us at either one of those, or get a hold of us at our office, which is
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
P.O. Box 422, Bloomingdale, Illinois, 60108. Our office number is 630-260-5252.
Mutual Grounds information will be on the website.
Yes, they will. It will be all the information will be on there. through the beautiful editing that we have.
Yes,
Thank you,
indeed.
Steve. We'd like to thank again all of you for coming out, and we'll see you next season. Thank you so much for a beautiful season.
And our standard closing, $2
$2
low, everybody.
low.